Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Brian and Jim, and if you're wondering why I'm crying, it's because we have to go through the golf games on the NES, and I hate golf! With that being said, we're starting off with golf.
Released in Japan in 1984, this is one of the black box games. As you can imagine, it was developed and published by Nintendo, and it's the first NES golf game on the system.
And it sucks!
For golf.
So today is going to be one of those shorter reviews, as I'm going to be looking at the presentation and originality. And trust me, I do my best to put all my bias aside for golf games. Part of the reason why I'm going to let Jim talk about the control and gameplay and replayability. Anyway, on with my shit. Alright, so graphically going through this, I don't want to try and be too harsh on a game that's based on golf, and like Jim said, it's a black box game. But it's just so minimal that it's boring. And having played all the NES golf games, I can say it could have done a hell of a lot more. So I'm going to leave it at that. As far as the sound, I want to show you something. Here's a little gameplay footage with me saying nothing. You see all that fucking silence? That will drive you crazy. And hey, I get it. You're supposed to be quiet when you play golf and yada yada yada. Fuck that. It's boring. It's a video game. You could have put some music in here. I guess they were really catering this game towards 30 to 40-year-old men. This was probably boring as shit for a kid, and it was boring for me now, so I hated that. The only area where I will give this game its due is the originality. Now, yes, this is not the first golf video game. Clearly, there was arcade games and Atari games. However, it is the first for the NES. You can still choose your clubs. The meter that you use for swinging your club, it pretty much set the standard for future games. And showing your entire map, all these things were pretty goddamn innovative for the time. So I gave it a lot of points on that. With all that being said, in my personal opinion, this is still just a shitty game. I'm not the biggest golf enthusiast, although I did find fun with future golf games, as you'll see. This is still just boring as sin to me. I'm going to have to add, I'm adding 8 beers right off the bat, because to get any enjoyment for myself, I need to have a really strong buzz, if not completely drunk, going on.
Alright, as far as the control goes, there's not a lot to say. I mean, the button inputs were good enough to pick your club, and this is the first game to introduce the power and accuracy bar, which damn near every golf game has used since.
I just said that!
I was just reiterating, you son of a... Anyway, the bar actually moves a little too fast for our liking, so it takes a lot of getting used to, and even then, it's fine. The gameplay is golf. There's nothing else, it's just golf. I mean, it's fine, it does the job, and I've played a lot of golf video games, and there's way funner ones. And replayability. There's no real incentive to go back unless you like it and you just want to get better scores. That'll always add some replayability there, but everything's just so middle of the road. These departments, there's nothing special here, so I'll add another 5 beers. 13 beers, you'll probably have some fun, or some anger, or at least something to talk about with this game at that point.
So overall, I'm sure you're not shocked. We didn't give this game great scores. You can obviously click in the upper right-hand corner to go to our website and see our score breakdowns. But overall, when we combined everything together, as you can see, it comes out to a 4.7. Because we do recognize that this was a first attempt golf game on the NES, and it's really made for a very niche crowd. So, it's always tough being first, you're not going to work out all the kinks. Had they just put some goddamn sound in there, it probably would have been a little bit more of a better gameplay experience. Either way, this one's pretty goddamn rough. As far as the beer pairing is concerned for this game, we wanted to go with something a little unique, but not that great. So we decided to actually go with a company that's known for making beer specific for golfing. Coming from the Golf Beer Company, we're going to choose their Keegan Bradley's New England Style Lager. Now, what's unique about these beers is that they're all endorsed by professional golfers. In our personal opinion, this is probably the worst of the bunch. Nothing against Keegan, but yeah, we just like the other two better, and you shouldn't really waste a good beer on this game. So have at it, folks. As always, guys, thanks for checking out this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you give us a thumbs up, leave some comments, or better yet, why not subscribe? Till next time, guys, cheers.